Welcome to the EMMO VMO PRO assembly video. This video will guide you through the step-by-step unboxing and assembly process. Confirm the bike's model and color. Record the serial number and take a photo for reference. Cut the strap and cut the cardboard along the edges. Inside the box, you'll find all the necessary parts for the bike assembly and an accessory box. Remove all the packaging from the bike carefully. When placing the front wheel, ensure the side with the disc brake rotor faces up to avoid ground contact. Follow the installation warnings to prevent damage to components. Start by installing the handlebar. Ensure the adjustable front suspension faces forward and the disc brake pads are on the bike's left side. If the handlebar and fork are not tightened, the frame and fork will be loose, and the bike cannot be ridden. Use a 5mm Allen key to remove the steerer tube protector. Loosen the adjustable handlebar stem bolt with a 4mm Allen key. Ensure the front wiring bundle is not twisted. Place the handlebar stem onto the steering tube. You don't need to fully tighten the handlebar stem bolt at this stage. Open the quick-release handlebar stem and align the two holes by rotating the handlebar. Secure the handlebar stem using a 5mm Allen wrench on the stem binder bolt. Remove the front wheel protector. Remove a spring and the nut from the axle. Insert the axle from the disc brake rotor side, through the center of the tire. Then, reinstall the spring and nut, don't tighten yet. Then remove the front suspension protector using a 15mm wrench. Remove the disc brake rotor protector. Align the front wheel with the fork dropouts, and carefully slide the disc rotor between the brake pads as you insert the wheel. Make sure the quick-release lever is properly tucked into the cam curve when locking it. If the quick release closes too easily, it's too loose. If it cannot close, it's too tight. It should take firm pressure and leave a mark on your hand. Also, the lever shouldn't touch or point at the front suspension, keep it angled slightly upward. Ensure that the wheel axle is level and parallel to the ground, and that the wheel is centered within the fork. Remove the screw from the fork's arch using a 5mm Allen wrench, keep it, then use it to attach the fork, headlamp, and fender, tightening with the wrench. Following that, adjust the headlamp as needed. Loosen the dropout screws with a 4mm Allen wrench, keep them, then use the same screws to attach and secure the fender. Complete the installation of the front wheel. Adjusting the handlebar. Adjust the handlebar to be parallel with the front wheel, then secure it with a 4mm Allen wrench. Once tightened, all parts will be firmly secured with no play or gaps. Quick release safety check. Lift the front of the bike and spin the wheel. It should spin smoothly, with no wobble. Rock the bike forward and back while holding the handlebars. Make sure there's no looseness in the wheel, fork, or handlebar. Loosen the screws on the intuitive Bluetooth display with a 2.5mm Allen key and adjust its angle as needed. Once adjusted, tighten the screws. Connect the display connectors. Pump both tires to the recommended pressure, anywhere between 30 and 40 psi. Complete the handlebar adjustment. Install the pedals next. Identify the left and right pedals based on the markings. Tighten the right pedal clockwise, then secure it with a wrench. Tighten the left pedal counterclockwise, then secure it with a wrench. Seat installation. Loosen the seat post clamp, adjust the height to your preference. Make sure the slot on the seat post clamp is aligned with the opening on the frame. Position the lever into the cam curve and press to lock. Final check. Use the key to unlock and inspect the battery. Check the battery indicator lights for their status. Align the battery connector with the bike's connector, then press down until it clicks into place. Tighten all screws securely. Ensure they meet the recommended torque values.